It's your boy Zay-P, Zay-P that I am. I am that I am, as you are that you are, for we are all that we are. So your boy's back. Brand new video. I'm trying to get multiple of these out every week now. And really what I needed to do, drop this message about, was a particular lesson that I learned while in Sedona, one that keeps resurfacing that I keep having to deal with. And this is a lesson that revisits most of us throughout much of our lives. And that lesson is fear. Now, this is not about telling you or anyone else how to deal with fear or what exactly fear is. We all know what fear is. We all have experienced it. We all have to deal with it. This video is a brief reminder to you of the purpose of fear. See, a lot of fear builds up in our minds. A lot of fear builds up from our egoic perspective in regards to keeping us safe, keeping us small. And not keeping us small just for the sake of self-sabotaging us, although that is an effect of playing things safe, playing things small. It can be that we self-sabotage, but the reason the ego does this is that we stay safe. The idea is to keep us safe in all regards. And so what will happen is that our minds will do all sorts of things to kick up dust, to kick up fear, to kick up doubts and hesitations when it comes to the things we truly, truly want, the things that truly, truly resonate here in the heart space. As you grow and process and go throughout your journey, you're often revisited by this particular lesson of fear. We often come into times, into trials and tribulations where fear is placed in front of us. It's placed between us and that which we truly wish, that which we want to create, that which we truly resonate with, that which is truly us and for us. And so as such, we tend to either fight or flight. We tend to either shut down at the fear trigger, or we can rise up and we can push beyond and we can push forward and push through. Somehow, some way, our society has conditioned us, however, to remain small, to play safe, to not question authority, to not wish to grow beyond our set limits. And understand the limits that are in front of you, the limits that you might perceive, those limits are your set limits. They've been set by society. They've been set by tradition. They've been set by the culture around you before you even stepped on this plane. You came in here under kind of a contractual agreement. But you are always at will and at free will to break those contracts, to change those contracts. It's not like these contracts here where you have to do all sorts of legal maneuvering. All it takes is understanding the sovereignty of one's own mind, the truth and the feelings in one's own heart, and the will to move forward through any doubts, any illusory thoughts. And so this lesson keeps coming up to me, even with regards to going to Sedona. I had every reason in the world not to take that route. I had every reason in the world to stay home, stay small, play safe, do things that I'm used to, things that I know. But my soul has been calling. My soul has been calling me to grow more, to do more beyond the scope of the norm. And even now still, the lesson returns. I'm invited again and again to revisit those fears, those worries, those stresses, those concerns that might sit in the pit of your stomach when you have an opportunity to move forward, to do something great, to create something, to embody your light in a way that the world tells you you should not. See, this feeling keeps rising up in me of things to address, things to change, things to fix, more ways in which I want to grow, more ways in which I want to embody the light that I am. But up here in the mind, I get the thoughts that I have to wrestle past. I get the reasons of why I should play small. I get the reasons of why I should conform. Many of the reasons are often the stuff of reason, the stuff that is very valid and is very valuable as far as why we present them to ourselves as obstacles. Oh, we talk money and finances, and we'll say, oh, we have bills and we have these things to take care of and we have those responsibilities, so we can't invest in that class that we want, or we can't take that trip that we want. And we'll prioritize everything else above our own self. That's the fear. The fear is, it is not the sense of, oh, it's not the sense that prioritizing other things, our responsibilities, is wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But to prioritize everything to the extent that you feel, that you truly believe that you are incapable or unable to do that which you truly wish, that's a fear tactic. There's a reason that those thoughts come up in a way to make you shy away from what you want. If you tune in to the true feelings here within the gut, here within that sacral, that fire, your gut instincts, your intuition, even in the solar plexus, your sense of self, that sense of righteousness, whether it's self-righteousness, whether it's just right or wrong, that sense of self that you identify with. If you tune in here, this is also where you keep all the worries and the stressors and the fears. What are you feeling? Are you feeling your clarity? Are you feeling your intuition? Are you feeling a knot in your stomach that's telling you you can't do something? This is a bad idea. This is unsafe. Now here's the trick, when you can start to use your mind against it, against your mind. Because if you can convince yourself, if you can actually look at the reasons that you might think you're unsafe, and you can actually look to see, are these reasons true? Are they real? Am I truly unsafe? Or is it possible that these reasons and justifications are wrong? Is it possible that I can do this and still be safe? Is it possible that stepping out on this ledge is not as dangerous as I think it may be? But stepping out on this ledge will give me a better perspective for my step after that. See, from a perspective of looking at the horizon, I can say, okay, if I walk to the horizon, I'll be safe walking in this direction. There's a clear path. But then I would stop myself once I get to a certain spot. And do I say, oh, this is it? This is as far as I saw. If I go any further, I don't know what's next? Or do I take that next step towards the ledge because I can actually see there is a next step? Or do I stop just because I cannot see the step beyond it?